It's Friday. Let's talk some Underdog Fantasy Pick'em. Let's go. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash Cake, back with an Underdog Fantasy Pick'em video. I'm going to give you 3 of my top plays on this big Friday slate, TGIF. And again, if you like these videos, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It means a lot. And hopefully I can keep knocking these videos out for you. And they provide some value in your research process. Hopefully we can find you some winners. Again, I got 3 of them here. We'll go over them. This video is brought to you by OddsJam.com. I'm going to show you their screen so you can kind of pull up and go over their odds that they do have. You should always be shopping odds if you're going to be doing any sort of props, any sort of just spread, any kind of lines, any kind of things in the book. You should always be shopping your lines. And they have a sweet tool that you can get access to that. I will show you that in this video as well. So we're going to jump right into it and talk about a little Underdog Fantasy Pick'em. Let's go. All right, as you can see, I have the Underdog Fantasy Pick'em here. You can download their sweet mobile app, both on the Google and Apple Store. And if you do not have an account, use that promo code ARMY and get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Again, I'm going to talk about 3 plays for you here. I pulled a couple of them off of our Plus EV tool. We have a Plus EV tool and a True EV tool, which has been dominating for price picks, but we also have it for Underdog. So the Plus EV tool and the True EV tool is both for Underdog. You kind of look what it's about here. Here's the True EV or the Plus EV tool. Here's the True EV tool. And we have this, we're going to talk about a few plays that are up on this that caught my eye. It's a really easy way to do this. It updates every 5 minutes. You can go in there very easily, pull up some plays, and we're actually working on a Discord bot that's going to be able to ping you when those plays come up. So pretty excited about that. Continue trying to find you guys value for the guys that are there. If you want to sign up again, you can sign up in the link below with patreon.com/cashkeg. Let's go over and show you real quick the OddsJam screen. I'm going to show you how I find some of these plays. So again, this is their screen, what it looks like. You can pull up over 140 different books, depending on what you like here. It's very simple. I have player points pulled up. Again, you should be shopping these lines. You can do everything from player points. If you just want to do straight money line, spreads, they got about every sport you can think of. Points, rebounds, and assists. Even if you want to go first quarter player assists, they've got about everything. But you should be in here shopping your points. And the first one we're going to talk about is on this list. And again, you know, always be in here, always be shopping. Use all these tools to help you find the best place, you know. So again, if you want to check these guys out, you can go over to oddsjam.com. Link is in the description below. Let's head on back and talk a little bit about these Underdog fantasy pick'ems that we do have here. So again, 3 plays. First one I'm going to start out with is one I talked about this morning, but I still do like it. And that's James Harden over 10 assists. Again, they're going up against the Golden State team that is without Steph Curry. They don't have Wiggins as well. They're just really shorthanded. They might be without Draymond Green as well. Philly is favored by 8 right now. There's no total. Kind of have to see what's going on, but I still think he gets there. He's had 10 or more assists in 6 of his last 7 games. I think he continues here. They don't really probably need his scoring in this game, so he can get other guys involved and run that offense. So at 10, I like it. If it moves to 10.5, I don't. One thing to remember, you know, once you can turn on insurance if you want to put up 6 plays here, it's very easy. You know, I like to turn it on when I'm doing 4 and 5 plays, but everyone's a little bit different. But that's one of the big things that they do have this year, and it's one thing that I do love in this insurance option. The next play we'll talk about is one that's on the opposite side of a play I talked about in a different video this morning. And we're going to go Kevin Durant, and I'm going to go under 28.5 points here. Now, they're going up against Toronto. We know that Nick Nurse loves to trap their studs, and they've been focusing on Kevin Durant this year. They've played Toronto 3 times this year, and he's only scored 27, 12, and 17 points. Kyrie Irving is the one that they kind of let loose and kind of get going, and you kind of have to pick your poison a little bit here. Now, there's better defense against shooting forward or small forward as it is. They're ranked 9th in defense of small forward, 7th in points allowed. And now, can Kevin Durant get going anytime? Sure. But this number is way too high, in my opinion. Just looking at, you know, he's put up a ton of points. He's went over this number in 4 of his last 5 games. 8 over his last 9. But again, the one time he did not go over it was against Toronto, and he put up 17. And then if you want to go back on November 23rd, he only put up 12. So he's excelled in a lot of other situations. But again, Toronto has his number, and I'm going to continue to go under on this and think Kyrie is the one that gets going here. We got a 226.5 over under. Brooklyn favored by 1. I'm just going to take this. We got the juice on the under. It is one of the EV plays that's looking at the under as well. So I'm going to like the under on this at 28.5 points. And then the next one we're going to look at here is we're going to go over to the Portland Trailblazers, and we're going to go Yusuf Nurkic. And I'm going to look at his rebounds, and I'm going to go lower 10.5 rebounds here as well. The big thing with Nurkic that worries me is just the minutes. If we look at his last 5 games, he's only averaging 28 minutes a game, 27, 31, 26, 25, and 30 against the Spurs. And that's what worries me. He's played... he's went over this number in 4 of his last 10 games, 2 of his last 5. But some of those teams, just bad rebounding teams. He does struggle a little bit. Again, it comes down to the minutes for me. The juice is massively on the under here, around almost minus 150 at this 10.5 number. So I love taking the under on this Nurkic play. Dallas is ranked 11th in rebounds allowed, 6th in offensive rebounds allowed, and 12th against center defense. Should be a slower game here. Dallas is favored by 3.5, 224 over under. And I think it's a spot that we can just look at taking the under in this spot. So one of the things I do like that they don't have any up yet, but I just kind of want to show you if you're not used to the product here, is one of the things they have is the rivals. And one thing I love it, they don't have any up for NBA right now, but they do have some up for football. And when we do play these, it's basically you're just picking one player that's going to get more than the other. One guy will get a little bit of a bump. So like this one, it's Jalen Waddle against Tyreek Hill. Waddle's getting a 20.5 receiving yards compared to Tyreek Hill. So you can find some great plays here when you're looking at jumping in to this rival section. It's one that I do like a lot, just kind of going through them. Remember, we have some Saturday football here, so I'm going to look out putting out some Saturday football videos, and maybe we'll talk a few of these rivalry games, as we do have 3 games and they're all spread out, which is fantastic. Now that college football is basically over and it's in the bowl season, we're going to see more Saturday NFL games. So it's fantastic for what we like to do, and we can jump in a few plays. So I'll look at those a little bit better, do a little bit more research, and maybe we'll circle back to some of these. But I did want to mention this. Again, these rivalry sections can be really profitable when looking to pick some of these plays. We usually don't see them on the NBA section until a little bit later, so we'll have to wait for those. But again, if you like these videos, if you want to get access to that OddsJam screen, again, you can sign up in the link below and get access to it. And if you want to go check out their YouTube page, I will link that at the end of this video as well. So with that, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Have a fantastic Friday. And real quick, if I'd rank these plays, I would probably take them exactly how I played them. James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Yusuf Nurkic. With that, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.